You say you want success. You say you want freedom. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you did what you didn't feel like doing on purpose? Because that's the price. That's the toll at the gate. Discomfort, discipline, deliberate action without permission from your feelings. You keep waiting for motivation to knock on your door like a polite guest. But motivation is not a guest. It's a prisoner. And action is the key that sets it free. You don't feel like waking up early? Do it anyway. You don't feel like working out, studying, building, creating, fighting, pushing, becoming? Do it anyway, because the future does not care about your feelings. It cares about your movement. Thomas Edison did not feel like failing 10,000 times, but he did it anyway. Walt Disney didn't feel inspired when he got fired for lack of imagination, but he kept moving. Abraham Lincoln didn't feel confident after losing election after election, but he forced himself to rise again, and again, and again. That's the secret no one wants to hear. Successful people aren't fearless. They are disciplined. They don't wait for the right time. They decide what the right time is. They don't hope the path will appear. They force it into existence, one grueling, bloody, deliberate step at a time. If you want to change your life, you must change your relationship with pain. You must learn to look it in the eye, shake its hand, and walk beside it, because every dream that ever came true was carried there by discipline. Not talent, not luck, not passion, but discipline, the daily slaughter of your comfort zone. Your dream life is not hiding behind inspiration. It's hiding behind your resistance. And the only way past it is to move. Move now. Move afraid. Move uncertain. Move with doubt in your lungs and fear in your chest. But move, because the second you do, something changes. Not just in your world, in you. A new you begins to awaken. The version of you that doesn't negotiate with weakness. The version of you that doesn't need permission to become powerful. You want confidence? Take action. You want clarity? Take action. You want purpose, fire, faith, strength, wealth, transformation? Take action. Your future isn't waiting for you to feel ready. It's waiting for you to stop stalling. Every second you delay is a brick in the wall between you and who you could have been. Every excuse you protect becomes a chain that holds your potential hostage. And the longer you feed your excuses, the hungrier they become. Understand this. You are not too tired. You are not too busy. You are not too broken. You are just too passive. And if you want to rewrite your story, that passivity must die. You must kill it with consistent, intentional, relentless motion. The kind that doesn't look pretty, the kind that doesn't go viral, the kind no one claps for, the kind that changes everything. You must train your mind to obey your will, not your emotions, not your distractions, not the endless whispers telling you to wait for tomorrow because tomorrow is not promised. And this moment, this exact second, is the most powerful leverage point of your life. Not next week, not next year. Now, so stop fantasizing, stop analyzing, stop negotiating, and move. Force it, even if it hurts, even if it feels wrong, even if your voice shakes and your knees tremble. Force it. Because the most powerful version of you is not found in comfort. It's buried beneath the very resistance you're avoiding, and the only way to uncover it is to move. The moment you take control of your motion, you take control of your life. Not your circumstances, not your conditions, your decisions. This is where empires begin, in silence, when no one's watching. When the applause is gone and all that remains is your choice, to move forward or fall back. Look around you. The world is filled with those who almost made it, the dreamers who waited for inspiration, the thinkers who waited for clarity, the planners who never moved. They were almost great, almost successful, almost free. And in the end, they died full of ideas, but empty of impact. Do not let that be your legacy. Every second you hesitate, life is moving. Opportunities don't wait. Time does not pause. Your potential is not a toy, it is a weapon, and it rusts every day you don't use it. Oh, move, even if you have no map, even if the path is dark, even if all you can manage is one trembling step forward. Move, because your future doesn't begin when you feel ready. It begins when you say, enough, enough fear, enough stalling, enough playing small. This is the hour I rise. The mind is a wild beast. If you don't train it, it trains you. If you don't command it, it controls you. But action is the leash. Discipline is not about feeling good. It's about honoring your vision even when everything in you wants to quit. It's about looking your weakness in the eye and saying, not today, you don't win today, because you have something to build, a future, a legacy, a life that demands your courage now, not your excuses later. You have something to prove, not to others, but to yourself. That when it mattered most, you showed up. That when comfort called, you didn't answer. That when fear whispered, you shouted back with action. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it will break parts of you. But those are the parts that never served you to begin with. You are not meant to stay the same. You are meant to evolve, to rise, to step into the fire of challenge and emerge forged by effort. That's how the great ones did it. Carnegie didn't start wealthy. Ford didn't start brilliant. Hill didn't start powerful. They became powerful through persistence, through motion, through doing the things others wouldn't do, day after day. And now it's your turn. The door to your future isn't locked. It's just heavy. And the only thing strong enough to push it open is consistent, disciplined, self-imposed action. You want transformation? Start before you're ready. You want strength? Do what's hard repeatedly. You want greatness? Force yourself to move when you least feel like it. That's when the magic happens. That's when you break the invisible chains you didn't even know you were wearing. That's when you stop being the spectator of your life and become the architect of it. You don't need more time. You don't need more approval. You need to move, and you need to move now. Not because it's easy, but because it matters. Because this isn't just about productivity. This is about becoming a version of you that commands respect, that honors your calling, that refuses to bow to weakness. And the only way to become that version is to force yourself to act. Because motion, even ugly, uncertain motion, will always beat perfect inaction. So get up, stand tall, step forward, not tomorrow, not later, now. Because the future belongs to the mover. Every second you hesitate is a second you hand to mediocrity. And mediocrity is greedy. It will take your hours, your years, your potential, until there's nothing left but the shadow of what could have been. You must become obsessed with motion, obsessed with action, obsessed with pushing past the wall, not because it's comfortable, but because that's where greatness waits. Understand this. Every excuse has a cost, and the price is everything you were born to become. There is no scenario where doing nothing brings you success. There is no version of your dream where fear leads the way. Only action has the power to rewrite your life. Look around. The world is full of distractions, shortcuts, and lies. But the truth is this. There is no hack. There is only the work. You want wealth? Earn it. You want freedom? Fight for it. You want to rise? Move like your life depends on it. Because it does. The man who acts in silence will someday be applauded in public. The woman who works while others sleep will eventually rise while others fall. The relentless, those who push when it's hard, who move when it's dark, who act when no one believes, they are the ones who bend reality in their favor. Do not beg for a new life. Build it, piece by piece, step by step, brick by brick. You are not fragile. You are not powerless. And you are not destined to repeat the same year over and over until you die. You are capable of impossible things if you force yourself to begin. The hardest step is not the 100th. It's the first, the step that breaks inertia, the step that says, I don't care how I feel when I move anyway. And when you take that step, when you rise instead of scroll, when you act instead of overthink, you tap into something ancient, something primal, the unbreakable truth that human beings are builders, creators, doers. It's in your blood to rise. It's in your bones to move. It's in your soul to become. So ask yourself, will you be another spectator or the storm that moves mountains? Will you wait for the right time or declare that this is your time? Will you let another year pass you by? Or will this be the year you force your life into alignment with your vision? Because the future is not given. It is taken by those who move with faith, by those who act with purpose, by those who no longer wait for permission, and decide once and for all to become unstoppable. So stop asking how. Stop asking when. Stop asking if. Move. Now and never stop.